Lord, I leave it to the court, my Lord. I
Mr.
have
Judge, Mr. Judge, please don't interrupt. There's a limit to it.
There is a boundary.
Yes. Yes.
With a sense of responsibility, I received the affidavit yesterday. I went through in the night. I would request your lordships to see 3 statements, and I leave it to your lordship's conscience. Lord, please come to page 6. And I'm saying this with a
I'm
responsibility.
sure Mr. Sibyl
As a-
will place the affidavit before us in the morning.
It's not there.
As a citizen of India, my lord, forget,
All right. One
we are all citizens
All
of
right.
India.
Just a second. Mr. Sibyl, yes, please. Let's have a look at the affidavit.
There's
and-
Lord, can I show, my lord, only
Well,
3
this is only-
pages, few lines.
Again, it's just, my Lord, I'm sorry to say, this is all being televised.
So you file an affidavit.
It's all being televised.
My lord, I'm
Let's-
statement, I'm not doing
let's-
it.
All right.
You are making
Mr. Judge,
statements
Mr.
in
Judge,
rallies.
Mr. Judge, one second.
As far as there,
Solicitor is in charge on this side. We'll hear.
Allow me, my lord, before Mr. Sibyl responds, allow me
Of
to
course,
read.
I'm only telling Mr. Judge that you are in charge on your side. So let
Lord,
one
kindly
person.
see, my lord, page 6.
All right.
I'll not read everything,
And then
page
we'll
6.
immediately come back to Mr. Sibyl.
Page 6, my lord.
Don't read it, just let's.
Para 2, I'll not read, my lord. Para 2. My lord, the first thing which was yesterday, my lord, highlighted was in the assembly. Para 2. This is in Kupwara in a public rally. My learned friend has an objection of it being televised. He said this in a public rally. Then, please see 4, 18th March 2019. My lord, before the presidential proclamation. Then 5. Lord, 5 may look innocuous, but I'll show, my lord, how it is not. Lord, 5, Lord, whenever terrorist attacks takes place, the terrorist is killed, the civilian is casualty, and the security forces are killed. The sympathy is only for terrorists and the civilians. Please come to page 8 directly. Lord, only as per report in Greater Kashmir and thereafter the later part. Then kindly come to, my lord, page 11, my lords, which is more serious, my lord, in my personal view, my lord, subject to your lordships, my lord, accepting that. This is 19th March 2015. Please read, my lord, 1. Then please read 3. 3 is, my lord, very, very serious. It's not just Zindabad. It is again 15th of September 2019. Then 4.
Yes, we've seen it.
My lord, 4 middle.
We have,
My lord, 4 at the bottom.
we've seen it. We've seen it.
India is referred to as if it's a foreign country.
All right. We've, yeah, yes, Mr. Sibyl.
My lord, therefore, I was
Will you
insisting
please allow
yesterday
me now, sir.
that his affidavit must say that I withdraw these statements. I do not support terrorism. I do not support any separatist activity, and no citizen in this country can
We
logically
must have a
any
uniform
objection
affidavit for
to
every
filing.
citizen to file this, my lords.
Can I just
In
say
this
something,
court.
Manoj? That point 3 at page 6, they say pushing a separatist agenda. Filing a 370 petition in this court is pushing a separatist
I'm
agenda.
sorry.
I have a very strong objection to the government of India taking this.
I am
stand here.
sorry.
All of us are pushing a separatist agenda by being.
Please.
One second. One second.
No, I'll clarify.
One second.
Well,
I haven't-
Mr. Solicitor, please wait for a second. Mr. Shankarnaran, I think this is unfortunate. Nobody can say that because a petition under 32 has been filed, up to this point, nobody has said that the filing of a petition constitutes separatist agenda.
I have said,
We have
Nobody is saying that.
but why this date is mentioned
One
even
second.
after filing, yes.
the access, one second, access to our court for ventilating grievances of citizens within the framework of the Constitution is a constitutional right in itself. Anyone who accesses justice under Article 32 cannot be turned out on the ground that you are following this agenda or that agenda. On merits, which way any individual petition goes is for the court to separate the grain from the chaff.
May I clarify?
But I don't think,
Clarify.
we have not, Mr. Shankarnaran, we have not heard the government.
Saying this about us.
We have not
Only
heard
a
either.
minute, Mr.
One second,
Shankarnaran.
Mr. Solicitor, 1 second. We'll put a lid on this now. Otherwise, this will go on endlessly.
Well, only give my,
1 second. We have not heard either the Attorney General of India, who is leading arguments for the Union of India, the Solicitor General, who has shouldered a large part of the burden, say that these petitions should be dismissed on the ground that they are separatist agenda. They have argued the matter on merits. It has been argued on constitutional terms. We have indicated that that's how we are going to resolve this issue. And I don't think that's been the main plank of either the
No.
solicitor, the attorney, or anybody else who followed.
That's all I'm.
Sometimes,
That mentioning of,
sometimes when individuals as interveners come before the court, we also as judges understand that
they are
there is
petitioners, they are the lead
there is an
petitioners.
anguish which was which was
Solicitor
expressed,
is not the interviewer.
and that anguish which many of the interveners have expressed, we as judges know how to deal with that. We
Give me a
also-
minute more, give me a minute more. The date for 18th March is mentioned that petition is filed to show that even subsequent to the filing of the petition in May to 2018, etc., my lord, this continued.
Mr. Solicitor, you have made,
Filing of a petition
Mr.
is
Solicitor,
not as
you have made your point. You have made your point, Mr. Solicitor.
Fine.
Mr.
Yes.
Sibal.
Malad, I hope that sentiment applies to us also because we have not made any submission other than on the law and the constitution. Just as the other side has done it, Malad, at least we have not made any submission outside of that, Malad. And we want to carry on this debate, Malad, through the constitution, not through processes of this nature. Anyway, Malad. Now, Malad, yesterday your lordships asked me a question about merger, how many mergers have taken place. Kindly come to volume 4.
One second,
Lord,
Mr.
I leave it to the court, Lord, I
Mr.
just.
Judge, Mr. Judge, please don't interrupt. There's a limit to it.
There is a boundary.
Yes. Malad, volume 4.
Just 1 second, Mr. Sibal. Mr. Sibal, is your client, has he filed an affidavit pursuant to what?
He is going to file, he is going to reach by 12 o'clock. Malad.
Yes, now on merits, Mr.
Yes.
Sibal.
So, Malad, volume documents, volume 4, PDF 303. Malad, this has taken 20 minutes. Yesterday, half an hour. The lordships had given us from Monday, Malad, onwards, morning, Malad. How do we finish?
This is the white paper that is.
White paper. Now, let's kindly see appendix, statement showing area and population of states which have merged with the provinces. It's very important, Malad. So this is, as I told your lordships, all the states who joined the provinces. And then they were merged, provinces which merged. So they first joined the provinces and the provinces merged. And you have 21 such mergers. And the dates of the agreements are on the left side. 1148, 1148, 1248. This is after Malad's January 20, before January 26, 1950. This is important. This didn't happen with as far as J&K is concerned, Malad. Now, this is now one part. Now, kindly come to the next table. That is statement showing area and population of states constituting central administered areas, which were the chief commissioners' provinces. Now, you see here, there's no question of any Malad's merger. No question of any merger. It was directly administered. And but through merger agreements.
Now these, just for a factual clarification, these centrally administered areas, what was their status under the Government of India Act? Were they were treated as chief commissioners' provinces? And they become centrally administered areas.
Yeah,
after.
correct,
That's
correct, correct. Now come to the third. These were princely states, Malad, which actually went to the unions. These are princely states, Malad, many of them. Kindly see, Malad. Manipur, Tripura, Bilaspur, Kutch, Haroch, Chamba, Mandi. These are all Raja of Mandi. These are all princely states that merged into the chief commissioners' provinces, which are termed as chief commissioners, directly administered.
Then the third statement is those which constituted unions.
That's right. Now
So they
these,
formed a union of more than one of the.
correct. Now
states.
this is important, Malad. Kindly see how the merger agreements here, only 5. Now you'll see, Malad, item 1, 22 units, as I told your lordships yesterday, in Saurashtra. Then, Malad, Jodhpur, Jaipur. This was called originally Rajputana, which included all these. Then you have 15648, Madhya Bharat. The lordship sees that? Madhya Bharat. Then 2848 Patiala, East Punjab Union, Travan, and then Travancore, Cochin. This is 552. Total 275, grand total 552. So you have therefore the chief commissioners' provinces. You had the province, princes merging into the provinces, and you had these 5 states, all through merger agreements. No exception, except Jammu Kashmir. Because that was not conceived in terms of 370 itself. Now kindly come to 373, Malas. This is also important. Now, what in these 5 provinces called the Union of States, what were the kind of notifications issued, Malas? What are the kind of proclamations issued? Your lordships will find at 373 onwards.
So this 552 was an addition of 216 plus 61 plus 275.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct, Malas. So now, if your lordship comes to PDF 373, you see that Raj Pramukh of Union of Patiala, East Punjab states, Saurashtra, Travancore, Rajasthan, Madhya Bharat, rulers of Hyderabad, Mysore, Jammu Kashmir are published. This is the proclamation. What does the proclamation say? Last paragraph, I now hereby declare. Your lordship has that? My lords have that? It says, I hereby declare that the Constitution of India shortly to be adopted by the Constituent Assembly shall be the Constitution for Patiala, East Punjab, as well as other parts of India, and shall be enforced as such. Come to the next one, Malas. Each of them, Malas, had the same proclamation. Each of them. And all that happened prior to 1950, except Jammu and Kashmir. And you'll find that at 379, Malas.
Sybil,
And see if you...
Mr. Sybil, do you think it would have been a unilateral action or it was?
Sorry, I can't
action-
hear you.
It was an action on its own, or it was something which was the government of India at that time ensured that it happened. Obviously, the government
Malas,
of India,
obviously,
India
Malas,
ensured that it happened.
there was no question on its own, Malas. It would never happen like that.
So-
Some of them couldn't exist
So
independently.
we have understood your argument on that. Can we move on?
Now, let's look at PDF 379, because all those proclamations are different from the proclamation Kwe Jammu Kashmir, which is Malas 25th November 1950, before Malas the 26th January
Because among
1949.
the proclamations is the firman of the Nizam as well. The Nizam you find at page 377,
Yeah, but the language
23rd
is
of November
but the language is
1949.
different.
This was certainly not voluntary.
Of course not. Of course not, Malas. I agree. This is what I responded to my lord. But Malas, the language is different from Jammu and Kashmir.
So keeping you probably in J&K, keeping at that time the political environment, it was something different. Was something different.
That's all that I'm saying, Malas.
That's
My
the argument
argument
we have understood that
Yes,
argument.
and therefore it was incorporated in these terms in the Constitution, which was not done by anybody else, which only shows to you that merger was never contemplated except in terms of 370. All the others became Malas through these proclamations, part of these states, and then became part of B states. Malas. All these states became part of B states. Jammu Kashmir Malas were not. It was the only state excluded from Part B states.
But equally, the proclamation which Yuvraj executed, which you find at page 379,
Yes.
which we have seen earlier,
Yeah.
says that the entire relationship between Jammu and Kashmir and the Union of India will now be governed by the Constitution of India.
Correct.
And all previous understandings
Are gone.
are all superseded.
Absolutely. And see what the language is. The Constitution of India shortly to be adopted shall be insofar as it applicable to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, govern the constitutional relationship. So you go back to that. That is 1 and 370 only, Malas. Nothing more than that. I just wanted to show your lordships, Malas, because your lordships put me this question. I think it was a very significant Malas query. And they all followed a uniform pattern of integration, other than Jammu Kashmir. And Malas, the white paper also says that the integration of states did not follow a uniform pattern in all cases. You will find that, Malas, at page PDF 46.
Because you have to deal with them differently. All the
Naturally.
I have understood that argument. Today the issue is not this. Today the issue is whether 370 was really a temporary thing and whether
No, but
in terms of 370 it could have.
I'm giving the historical background to show the difference and why he did not merge, because in the meantime, many things had happened including the matter going to the UN. This all happened prior to this, Malad. Therefore, the question of merger didn't arise. That's the point, Malad.
That has all been argued in your opening arguments.
No, I'm only giving the background to 370, Malad. I'm not arguing it. My lord put it to me. I'm just giving the background, nothing more. I'm not arguing. I've argued 370, Malad.